On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
My mom and dad did everything for me, so I didn't have to do nothing. Okay, well, in your 20s, find somebody, whether it be, your grandma, somebody in a nursing home, volunteer somewhere, so that you know how and what it means to be responsible. And then I echo, what Courtney said, and that's all important. Yeah.
Would you say older women give you good advice?
Typically, yes. I can't say that they have in the past. Well, they did. I just didn't listen. So I'm sure they had good intentions. So I'm gonna answer that with yes. They did give good advice. Now, to the extent of which I listened, that is debatable.
Okay. I definitely appreciate you, ladies' thoughts and perspectives on this and opinions. You guys just tuning in. Welcome to Lapeef, Let's Talk. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Moving on to our last and final topic before we open up the lines. So y'all make sure y'all be ready. When lines do open up, refresh the browsers, and you should see the link in there. I might even put the link inside the chat. But I'm kind of skeptical about doing it because you guys will keep us up all night. Literally all night. But anyway, our last topic that I want to talk about tonight is, you guys are waiting because I know you guys don't even know what it is. Are older women giving the younger women good advice? Are older women giving the younger women good advice? I'm going to start with the women first, and then I'm going to go to the guys. Women, what advice would you give younger women? Start with you, Kay. What advice would you give younger women?
I would tell them to, make sure they have a strong relationship with their family. Make sure that when they start dating, that they seek counsel from, their mom, their dad, their, elders within their family, that they are open and honest about things that they're doing and the people that they're with so that they can get feedback. I would say that, outside of the relationship aspect, have a goal, something that you want to do, something that you want to pursue. Make sure you have yourself in order, stay healthy, get educated, do not have children earlier than planned. Make sure that your children are planned if you can. Yeah, I mean, in terms of those things, I guess there's a lot of advice you could give a person.
Okay, I just wanted to hear overall, like,
I know
what you would give.
I can feel, I
younger
can
women.
hear
Okay.
the frustration in your voice.
No, it's not frustrating. I just want to know. Would you say that older women give you good advice?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
My grandma, my mom,
I just need to know.
JR, why are you always doing this to me?
No, because I'm going around. It's I just want to kind of take us somewhere, but I don't want to be all night.
I'm feeling discriminated against. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, well, call HR.
Not the cap, Anton. Not the cap.
Call HR.
Right?
Yeah. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, bro.
Oh my God.
Courtney.
I'm gonna need to speak with her parents and bring them to the front of the congregation.
Courtney.
Yes.
What advice would you give younger women?
I would presume we're talking about like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, younger than you. It could be the same age. Anything younger than you.
Yeah, the idea of really seizing the moment. When you're younger, you have the world at your tips, and understand that what you're doing now is going to affect where you are in your 30s and 40s. So if you see yourself being a wife, which majority of us want to be, then you need to seize that moment now, because the later you wait, the harder it's going to be. And with that idea, I will always think about exercising and making sure that that's, something that's a habit right now in your 20s. Because again, the later that you wait, the harder it's going to be. And so it's difficult losing weight in your mid 30s than it is in your 20s. So stay active, keep your body right. It's important to have a family. You don't want to be pregnant in your 30s because it's so much easier in your 20s. So seize the moment now. Start looking for a family, keep fit, think about being a mother, a nurturer, being there for your man, doing all that in your 20s. So in your 30s, you don't have to scramble and chase what older women are and what we should have been doing back in our 20s. So it is your time to create your family. And that's when you do it when you're in your 20s, not to wait till you think you've traveled the world and dated whomever you wanted to settle down. So that's what I would say.
Would you say older women give you good advice?
I mean, the older women that I really honestly have listened to was my mom and my grandmother, which is unfortunate.
I'm gonna know what, Kay.
It's unfortunate because what I would also say is I needed a mentor, because even though I had my mom and my grandma, of course, when you're in your 20s, you rebel and you don't listen. What my mom always talking this now, it's my grandma. I appreciate them now more than ever, but at 20, I didn't know any better. So I would also say get a mentor. A mentor is very important, especially if you see yourself wanting to be like a particular woman that has a family and looks like an amazing wife and a mother. Then ask questions on that woman. So yeah, mentorship is important for men and also women.
Okay. Lauren, what advice would you give younger women?
First things first, put the food down. This high metabolism thing is a lie. It's gonna catch up to you. You're gonna blow up. Okay. So that's first. Travel the world, travel, while you can. You don't have any response, like a spouse or kids to worry about. Just go for it. Also be open to correction. You think you grown until you grown and out on your own, and you gonna wish you had the correction. And then probably as a teenager or whatever, find somebody in your family to care for, whether it's your mom, your little brother. Begin practicing what it looks like and what it means to be, I don't want to say a caregiver, but just take care of someone. Hey, did you eat? Did you, just have that nurturing aspect to you, like that Courtney was saying. But I think it starts when you're young, when you grow up and people do for you and you don't know how to do for others. It makes it really hard when you get older to be able to care for your husband, or to even care about anybody for that matter. So if your mother or your father aren't sowing those seeds into you now, when you were younger, then be intentional about it in your 20s. Like, okay, my mom and dad did everything for me, so I didn't have to do nothing. Okay, well, in your 20s, find somebody, whether it be your grandma, somebody in a nursing home, volunteer somewhere, so that how and what it means to be responsible. And then I echo what Courtney said, and that's all important. Yeah.
Would you say older women give you good advice?
Typically, yes. I can't say that they have in the past. Well, they did. I just didn't listen. So I'm sure they had good intentions. So I'm gonna answer that with yes. They did give good advice. Now, to the extent of which I listened, that is debatable.
Okay. I definitely appreciate you, ladies' thoughts and perspectives on this and opinions.